Hello friends, Tel here. Today we're going to be taking another look at an Overwatch quick guide, this time focusing on McCree. Now again, as with all these quick guide videos, just want to go ahead and mention, I will be using the practice range to go over his abilities, how you want to play him, counters to him, things of that nature, because Overwatch is a game that's meant to be played switching your team composition constantly, not only to react to the enemy team, and not only to bolster what you may be lacking in at a certain point of the match, but depending on certain choke points, certain compositions, certain strategies, mind games, things that you want to go ahead and do, especially when you're in a communicated team that's able to talk to each other, get strategies and things done. That is the way Overwatch is meant to be played. You're meant to be switching in and out of characters. So I'm going to be taking a look at McCree today in the practice range, and we're just going to go ahead and take a look at his overall how he plays. So, for some reason this is still talking to me about Genji. So let me just go ahead and do this real quick. Alright. So, taking a look at McCree. McCree is a flexible hero. He has a flashbang, and his Deadeye has the capacity to entirely wipe an enemy team one shot to the head each. His ultimate is Deadeye. You press your ultimate button, you basically channel for a little bit. He says it's high noon. Mind you, everyone can hear that. So he says it's high noon. That puts everyone on alert. If you can catch people on the enemy team out, it kind of does a little circle charge thing on them, and when it turns red and you can see their face, one hit, one kill, dead. His shift is a combat roll. It kind of rolls a little bit. It's not that much of a movement, but the interesting thing is it instantly reloads your weapon, which ties into a couple of combos with him. His secondary ability is a flashbang, just stuns enemy in front of you for about 1.5 seconds or so. And his main weapon is the Peacekeeper. Left click, it's accurate, powerful shots. It can kind of be used to snipe, but the accuracy does drop off a little bit. And then the right click is a burst of all the remaining bullets in his weapon. So he is an offensive hero. His gameplay is killing the enemy team. That's what he does. He has a moderate amount of health, 200. His melee attack is nice, good fist to the face. And let's go ahead and take a look at his stuff. So, his flashbang, or first let's look at his weapon. Just see how far I can shoot this from. As you can see here, he does have the ability. Actually, they must have changed it because there's no... his reticle does not, spread out. He doesn't lose accuracy from shooting his main shot like this. So it's very accurate, but it only has 6 shots. And his right-click ability is quick burst of shots that will just murder anything. So, his secondary ability is the flashbang. Quick little stun. Doesn't last too long, but it's enough that you can do a nice combo such as this. Let me go ahead and show you once this thing comes back up. The main combo that I've had a lot of success with is you randomly find someone flashbang, burst them down, dead. And then, even if you miss that, like for example, let's say there's 2 of them. So let's wait for this guy to come back up. So there's 2 of them. You throw this, you catch the first guy, oh, shift, boom, do it again. And miss because I'm terrible at this game. So, essentially, his shift, because it reloads your weapon, it's incredible the amount of damage that you can just lay down on someone because of it. You burst right there, so you missed. Oh, you shift, you burst again. Boom, 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 boom. Now, I'm not the best at Overwatch, as you can just see. I miss like crazy. I don't claim to be the best. But basically with McCree, the point that you're trying to do is you're going to use your shift not so much for mobility, although that is a function of it. You want to use it to reload your weapon. Your weapon is very powerful. As I've already shown, it can sort of snipe people. But more importantly, if you're up close, you just burst them right down. You shift, you burst them right down again. Boom, done. Stun, shoot them. He's very, very good at close range, and not against an entire team. If you go up against a team as McCree, you're probably just going to get murdered. But 1 or 2 people, you really can mess them up. I'm going to go ahead and show you Deadeye now. It's high noon. Boom, boom. See little skulls on everyone? Press it again. 3 kills. Done. Something important to know, he does say it's high noon. Everyone can hear this, the enemy team, the friendly team. It's very likely you're going to get a bunch of people that just go and hide. You're not always going to get those perfect 5-kill ultimates, and you really shouldn't aim for them. If you only get 1 or 2 people and you sit there and you wait, and because you think you might get another person, you could potentially just get hit out of it and murdered. You don't want to put yourself in a position where you're waiting for that perfect multi-kill, and instead you just waste your ultimate. because you don't kill anyone. I've even used Deadeye to kill one person, but that one person was the healer who was managing to keep everyone else alive, and we eventually won that team fight. Those are the types of things you have to be thinking about. And you have to realize that yelling it's high noon doesn't exactly mean you're going to kill anyone, because you can use it to zone people out of a zone. Let me go ahead and show you something right here. You can actually use high noon to zone an entire enemy team out of an area. And even if you won't get a kill, it's not an entire waste. I'll show you why right now. Okay, so we're going to see here. I can do, it's high noon. Imagine those are enemy players. They all run away. I cancel it. I'm at 50%. I don't have to use the ultimate. You waste half of the charge, but you can zone them out. You won't get any kills, but if you know you're not going to get any kills, you can zone them out, still keep half of your charge, and get a good play for your team. It's mind games. Mind games. Overwatch is a game of mind games sometimes, and you really just have to mess with your enemy team. Your enemy team is going to hear that and think, oh shit, McCree, let's get the fuck out of the way, but you don't necessarily have to shoot. So, anyways, overall, McCree is a very fun hero to play. Very good up close against one or two people, especially weak people like Tracer. Tracer is just, oh, stun, you're done. You're done. Stun and you're over. Genji's, he can, as long as the Genji doesn't get the drop on him and he doesn't get his burst reflected back at him. But it's a lot of fun to play Genji. Against long range characters, even though his gun is able to kind of have a lot of accuracy and can snipe from far, none of his other abilities work from range besides shift reloading his gun. Deadeye is good from range, but of course you're going to know when he does its high noon. Essentially, McCree is very standard, very powerful assassin, or I guess say offensive hero. And he's a lot of fun to play. I'd recommend everyone try him out. He's pretty easy to counter as long as you just don't get too close to him. If you are really close to him and you're not a tank, you're probably dead. But overall, fantastic hero. The fact that he's basically Clint Eastwood is amazing, and some of his skins are just mind-blowing. Blizzard has done a fantastic job with the skins. But anyways, this has been Tal and my quick look at McCree and how he plays here in the training range. I hope you guys have a wonderful day.